Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Kyle and welcome back to the channel. Blizzard has done an amazing job with each and every hero they bring into Overwatch and giving them an amazing backstory, whether it's the cutscenes or just lore, anything like that. And a lot of these backstories are actually really tragic. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 most tragic backstories in Overwatch. Before I start though, I really just want to go ahead and thank you guys for 50 subscribers and just all the growth I've had recently. I mean, I'm saying 50 and I'm at 66 right now. A week ago, I was at 33. That is insane. It took me 2 months to get to 33 and now I'm at 66. It's just amazing how much support I've been getting recently and I just want to thank you guys for all of that. So let's get straight into the video. Starting off today's list is Mei. Mei is not a character you would expect to have such a tragic backstory, but it's actually pretty dang sad. So what happened was she was on a scientific research team in Antarctica and they decided to go to cryo hibernation for I think it was 9 years, and when she woke up it was like full out Fallout 4. Everybody was dead and she had to get out of there with just scientific knowledge, and she had no idea what anything was. It had been 9 years, the world had changed so much, and all she had was Snowball, this little machine, like kind of like a pet thing, kind of. That's all she had to help her through those days, and I bet it was like so lonely and hard for her, and it's such a tragic backstory, and it's really weird how energetic and happy she is in the game. Coming in at number 4 on today's list is Reaper. Reaper's story is really tragic and kind of complicated. So he started out as Reyes, who was a soldier in the army, and then him and his friend Morrison, which you know, Soldier 76, they decided to join Overwatch. And when they did that, like, Morrison, which is Soldier 76, kind of rose above the ranks in him, and that created a feud between them. So Reyes joined Blackwatch, which is like a secret version of Overwatch. It's kind of hard to explain. You can look it up and get a whole lot more information of it from other people than you can from me, but it's kind of like the dark part of Overwatch, and he worked for them, and this created a feud against them. And then when he died, Soldier 76 died too. But when Soldier 76 came back up, he saw that Reaper wasn't himself. He wasn't Reyes. He became Reaper, and he has this disorder where he can like defunction his body to float around, and that's when we see him the way we do today. And it comes in at number 4. Number 3, Tracer. Tracer's story is probably the most interesting to me. So what happened was, she was a pilot, right? And she was a pilot on her very first flight ever, and she crashed. You know, what luck, right? And when she crashed, she vanished for like 3 months, but she actually wasn't that far. She was kind of going through reality itself and going through time and time jumping, so she was always invisible to the people in Overwatch, because when they found her they didn't really know what was going on. And so Winston showed up. You know, he's such a smart dude, you know, my man, he's pretty chill, and he made a chrono accelerator that can control when she time jumps, and that's why she can like blink around the map like you see in the game. It's pretty annoying, but it's pretty cool how it happened. So it comes in at number 3. Number 2 is Widowmaker. Not only is this one sad, this one's kind of messed up. So there was this terrorist group called Talon, right? And they wanted to kill Widow, or Emily at the time's husband, and they couldn't do it. They tried over and over again, but Overwatch kept protecting them, or something happened where they couldn't do it. So they thought of this genius idea, and they kidnapped Emily, or Widowmaker, but it was Emily back then, right? They kidnapped her and they started like slowing her heartbeat, and they made her this deadly assassin by brainwashing her. And then once Overwatch rescued her, which they kind of allowed them to do, I think, she killed him. She killed him in his sleep, and then she went back to Talon and they trained her to become the killer that she is today. Number 1 is Genji. Genji's backstory is kind of a long story. So Genji and Hanzo are brothers. You guys should know that. If you don't, I mean, come on. So Genji and Hanzo are brothers, right? And then they were in the Shimadu clan. I may be pronouncing that wrong, but it's something like that, you know. They were both in that clan, and their father really spoiled Genji, and Hanzo hated this. So what Hanzo did was Hanzo confronted him and pretty much killed him. I mean, he beat him down pretty bad. But then Mercy came in as Dr. Zealer, I think it's Dr. Angela, let's just say Dr. Angela, I know that's her first name, came in and saved him. But Hanzo didn't know this, and he banished himself from that clan, from that family, and only came back to pay his respects to his brother, Genji. So eventually, Genji decides to join Overwatch because of Mercy. Mercy restores him, right? And then he gets these cybernetics, which he eventually comes to terms with. He accepts his new body. And then Hanzo, when he's paying his respects, Genji's like, hey, I'm gonna go pay him a visit. So not knowing who he is, he confronts him and tells him about his brother and how he knows about it. And Hanzo is furious. And then he finds out about it. And there's a great cutscene on this. It's called Dragons. And if you haven't seen it, I really recommend it. It's amazing. It's the best animated short for Overwatch by far, in my opinion. So what happens was, they become enraged at each other, but Genji kind of stays calm at the same time. He's kind of accepted what's happened, and he's really knowledgeable, and he tells Hanzo that he still has hope for him, which even more infuriates Hanzo, and it leads into Overwatch. Well guys, that is today's video. It was really fun to make, to get back into the lore of Overwatch and start looking into it and do some research. I really like doing it. So that is today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, and God bless.